Oh, well, it is Conor McGregor speaking out against mass migration in Ireland. Folks, I welcome you to go to our website and look at Ezra Levent's wonderful posts right from Ireland. Something sinister is happening there. There's no other way to explain it. A lot of young men from, I'll call it as I see it, culturally incompatible countries are being dumped into Ireland. And I mean, it's fitting at St. Patrick's Day. I've only been to Ireland once. It was mostly the Belfast area back in 2001. I love Ireland. I love the Irish people. And I think, Sheila, what's happening to that country right now is scandalous. And I can't connect the dots unless, of course, the plan is to de-Irish Ireland.
I think the simplest answer is the most accurate answer. I don't think that there's some sort of complicated answer. It is to change the demographics of Ireland. Especially like when you are dumping more people into a town from culturally incompatible regions of the world, then the people who actually live in there, these Irish towns overnight are suddenly not Irish anymore.
Correct.
And I think it is to just make these places no longer Irish. They think that we're in a post-national state world, if you believe the progressive left. And to have your own distinct cultural identity is not for us in the Western world anymore. And when you listen to people like Justin Trudeau, and for that matter, the greater liberal movement, the Western world has been a bunch of colonizers and genocidaires. And for them, they think it is our time to be colonized.
So why don't we throw to Mr. McGregor at the White House and get his opinions right from the horse's mouth?
I'm here to raise the issues that people of Ireland face, and it'll be music to the people of Ireland's ears, because never on the main stage has the issues the people of Ireland face been spoke. Our government has long since abandoned the voices of the people of Ireland, and it's high time that America is made aware of what is going on in Ireland. What is going on in Ireland is a travesty. Our government is the government of zero action with zero accountability. Our money is being spent on overseas issues that has nothing to do with the Irish people. The illegal immigration racket is running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in one swoop. So issues need to be addressed, and the 40 million Irish Americans, as I said, need to hear this, because if not, there will be no place to come home and visit.
Wow, he's got my vote if I were an Irishman. Sheila, the same thing is happening here. I mean, I filled in last year for Ezra for one of his shows, and my monologue was about the contract with official state multiculturalism has been broken. We go back to Justin Trudeau's father. This is when official multiculturalism was brought in, 1971, if I recall. And there was an unspoken agreement, Sheila, and it was you can come from anywhere in the world and you can pursue the Canadian dream and you can take advantage of our Canadian welfare programs, whether it's state-funded Medicaid or welfare, unemployment insurance, you name it. But here's what we ask of you. Obey the law. Don't be a troublemaker. Don't import age-old hatreds into our dominion. And as we've seen for the last 16 months, every weekend in cities across Canada, the pro-Hamas types chanting for genocide, and nothing's done. They're not Canadian. They hate Canada. They hate Western values. That's what's happening in Ireland right now. So kudos for Conor McGregor for speaking out.
Yeah, I think it is a sad state of affairs when the chief cultural activist and government accountability advocate for Ireland is an MMA fighter who spent most of his career in the United States. Like, that says a lot about the state of affairs inside of Ireland right now, that a millionaire, although at the same time, it's like America has Trump now. So yeah. Like a billionaire real estate mogul from New York and Florida has become the president of the United States twice. I guess at some level, it shouldn't shock me that a millionaire MMA fighter who spent the bulk of his career in America has become the chief advocate for cultural preservation in beautiful Ireland. What's wrong with the politicians there right now? Are they so colonized by this globalist nonsense that they think that there's a problem with Ireland being Irish?
Well, I'm no expert on Irish politics, Sheila, but I can tell you Conor McGregor would make a great representative. And as you said, he has spent so many years in mixed martial arts. But, I can tell you just by watching that clip, he has all his marbles.
Sure he does.
In a sport that can really be a brain shaker for participants. So good on him. And we'll have to follow what his political ambitions are, given that I guess going back to the ring is not an option for him right now.
I'm kind of excited when we get the different kinds of people involved in politics. I mean, look what Donald Trump did to politics in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to be a career politician or a lawyer from a well-connected lobby firm to get into politics anymore. Like, you can just be somebody who's had it up to here with the nonsense, and who has a platform, which I'm all for it. Enough of the barriers to entering politics. Somebody has to speak up for the forgotten people. Trump did that. He spoke up for the Rust Belt, Middle America, flyover country, as they call it in the United States.
Imagine
and Conor McGregor's doing the same.
Sheila, isn't that the most galling thing about how the Democrats look at most of the population of the U.S.?
Flyover.
And that is meant as a dismissive thing. It's where we're flying over en route from New York to, say, San Francisco or Los Angeles.
New York to LA. Yeah, they fly over that part. So who cares?
Flyover country. How shameful.
You know what? Quite literally looking down on them.
Yeah, that's true.
The builders and the growers of the world.
Oh, hi, it's Ezra Levant here in Toronto with an important message because we need your help. Independent journalism in Canada is under attack. Government censors, big tech deplatformers, and the dying legacy media are all working together to maintain exclusive control on the information you receive. They don't want you to hear other voices like ours, and they really don't want you to be informed and to think for yourself. That's why the work we do here at Rebel News is so important. Our on-the-ground reporting, independent news shows, and special content you won't find anywhere else. It's all designed to give you trustworthy information and alternative viewpoints so you can decide for yourself. We don't get government money, and we are not owned by some big global conglomerate. We're funded by people just like you, so please support independent journalism and help us continue our work by subscribing and becoming a Rebel News Plus member today, right here on the page. Go to rebelnewsplus.com.